All right. Let's get this going. Hop out chat. Go. The chat popped. Yeah, I think you were the first, Alejandro. So I always think of the Lady Gaga song, Alejandro, when I see your name. There we go. All right, I'm going to be finishing your character tonight. I probably won't be as back and forth with the chat tonight like I normally am. But I will be, I will have it up. So, how'd you know I was going to say it right now? All right. Super Soldier Acrobat. Got to finish your guy. We were going to do extraordinary physical strength, increased agility, uncanny targeting, and mind and body attunement. All right. I want to say it was like page 100 something. Experiment, Super Soldier. 118. It was a big old book. And it is old, see? Black and white art, you know, all sorts of good stuff. That is correct. You are right. We were going to replace it with the jump. Thank you for reminding me. Were we? We were. Okay, so I just didn't update my notes for that. Thank you again for reminding me. Oh, I think I updated my notes on the... No, I didn't. So it was enhanced leap. That's right. So you could jump like 100 feet. 100 feet, to give you an idea, is about 10 basketball hoops. Just to give you an idea, like laying down. So you could probably jump over like a 900 square foot house. So a really small 3-bedroom house you could probably jump over, to give you an idea of the height and distance. It'd be a ranch, not a 2-story probably. Well, I guess you could jump over a 2-story also. But you can fall, as long as you land on your feet, up to about 200 feet. But you have to land on your feet. And that's without taking damage. So just to give you an idea. All right. So we've got that. Your guy actually might be done other than skills and filling out the sheet. So I'm going to start checking that out. I haven't picked his skills, but I'll figure that out. All right. And you wanted him ugly, you said. That's easy. That's not a problem. No problemo. All right. Set this down and under. Okay. Let's get that there. Yeah, it's been a crazy day, but finally got my son down to sleep, so that was nice. He was getting a little crazy on me. We watched the Batman Lego movie, and we also watched the start of Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. Hey, we got 3 viewers now. Thanks for joining, guys. I don't know who else is watching. If you feel like commenting, please do. Micah, glad to have you. Face like chewed leather. Maybe. Let me know if there's like weird noise from me bumping the table. My basement flooded the other day. My carpet in here is a little wet to the side here. It's why I'm not sitting at my desk over here. And I have the heater on mostly to try and dry out some of the carpet. Kind of sucks. Under my stairs, I had 2 inches of standing water. It was awful. Absolutely awful. All the snow melted, and we got a crap ton of rain. So, yeah. But anyways. Yeah, the Batman Lego movie is pretty good. Now, I don't like the... Whoa. gross. Had like a really long hair. It must have been my wife's or something. Maybe it was my daughter's. Had a I had watched the regular Lego movie that had Batman in it. I didn't like that, but I did enjoy the Batman Lego movie. It was kind of funny. So, and my son was into it, so that was good. Only a couple times did he really run away and get crazy. He went and he went and grabbed the Blaze Doritos, which are hot, like the hottest Doritos they've made that I've ever had. And they taste terrible. My son was just devouring them. He likes hot food. I don't know how, but all right. I just want to make sure that I've got everything on here pretty much. I don't want to miss anything. Base SDC of 40. Okay. Finances 5d6 times 100. 6 times 100. Okay. And then we'll say that he has an apartment. All the characters are going to basically have an apartment. All right, so I'm going to roll 4 of the d6 right now. It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19. 19 times 100 is 1,900. Okay. So his character will have $1,900 that can be used for equipment. That's how I'm doing that. Okay. So I got to figure out his skills. So I'm going to go to the education. Now, Alejandro, do you have a preference for his education level? Is he military? In fact, I'll just go to the different educational things and let you decide. Or I'll just roll for it. If you don't care, I'll roll for it, which is fine by me. I think I missed the skills. I totally did. No, I didn't. They're just really close to the front somehow. For some reason, oh. Powered by association. That would have been what we would go with for Andre, but we decided to go with a imbued character for Andre, so that'll be cool. Let's see. Micah says, I like Lego Batman better than the Batman movies. Jay Anderson, how's it going, guys? It's going fantastic. Alejandro, remember my background we had talked about? Yeah, I don't want to pull up the Facebook chat. I think originally you had said that your guy was like a not a doctor, but he was instrumental in making the serum. The serum wasn't working in the sense that people kept having hallucinations about what scared them the most. PTSD. Yeah. Yeah, I got 6 players, Jay. Sorry. We're completely full. But that doesn't mean I won't have another game in the future. So, hey, Amanda. One of the subjects, 22-year-old, died of a heart attack. Right. Could be a chemist or maybe extensive medical knowledge. Okay. So why don't we just go with 4 years of college, and then we'll just make you a chemist, like an entry-level chemist. Maybe you were there for an internship. You know, that would make sense. 4 years of college, internship. In fact, that could be how you got your job with Eagle. Internship with Eagle, we'll say. Eagle Corp. There you go. And then we were thinking chemistry. I'm cool with that. Worked on serum. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So with that, you get 3 skill programs. Because again, the way skills work is a little different than games like D&D. 3 skill programs. They're plus 15% to your skill. And then, or I'm sorry, 20%. I looked at the wrong spot. Plus 20% to your skill. And 10 secondary skills. So that's quite a bit. All right. Now, special restrictions and notes. I don't need all that right now. Fundamental basic. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show you what the skills look like. So here's the skills for Palladium Books. It's, it's really comprehensive. So for example, a skill might be basic mathematics, business and finance, computer operation, general law, research, basic electronics, radio basic, radio scrambler, TV, video, basic electronics, again, because these are the skill programs, computer operations, computer programming, streetwise, pick locks, let's see, detect ambush, intelligence, wilderness survival, computer operation, we already said that, languages, mechanical engineer, locksmith. So there isn't pick locks, but there's locksmith. Automotive mechanics, aircraft mechanics, basic electronics, biology, paramedic, chemistry, pathology, medical doctor, criminal science, forensics, biology. I already said that. Running, climbing, military etiquette, weapon proficiency, rifle. Weapon, any weapon proficiency is very specific, like the type of weapon, like a knife, sword, things like that. Let's see, demolitions, disposal, underwater demolitions, navigation air, navigation land, navigation water, read sensory equipment, weapon systems, or pilot-related skill, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's a bunch. Cryptography, laser, optic systems, cook, dance, fishing, play musical instruments, sewing, singing. So again, it's a lot different than what you're probably used to. Like I said, they're very, very in-depth. And sometimes these skills you might never use. Forgery, escape artist, disguise, detect concealment, detect ambush, impersonation, intelligence, interrogation. Interrogation might serve as like your intimidation kind of thing that you were talking about, but it's espionage, and so your character couldn't do that based on his education level. Let's see, because there's restrictions on skill categories based on your education levels. So there's a rogue category that allows you to be card sharp, computer hacking, concealment, find contraband and illegal weapons, palming, pick locks, pickpockets, prowl. So you have pick locks, so it's different than a locksmith. Pick locks would be a little quicker probably. Prowl, which is kind of like your sneaking or stealthing. Safe cracking, seduction, streetwise, ventriloquism. Under science, you have chemistry analytical, so those are 2 different skills. If you worked on a serum, you'd probably need those. You'd probably need mathematics, basic and advanced, biology, since it's for people. So you'd probably need quite a few of those. So we'll probably go with something along those lines. You'll have a lot of science type skills. Yeah, you can't have, by the rules, you could not have prowl and streetwise. Because that would require you to be, where is it? Let's see. Let me pull it up. They're under espionage. No, they're not from. They're under rogue. Yeah, that would require street schooled. So, or hmm, maybe not. Hang on. Or a criminal program could work. Oh no, you couldn't do that one. So then you could get 4 skills from the rogue category. Yeah, nope, it's not. None of the stuff would allow it. So we will not do that in this case. Your guy's a 4-year college guy. He's got to be a good guy. So your guy's going to have a lot of science skills. He's an acrobat, sure, and we'll give him physical stuff to go along with it, like climbing. So under physical, there's acrobatics, there's athletics, bodybuilding, boxing, climbing, gymnastics. There is prowl there, running, swimming, scuba, and wrestling. So you could get prowl from physical skills. So I will make a note. Prowl from physical. And that'll be one of your skills. In fact, it'll be one of your secondary skills. So prowl be numero uno physical skill. Most physical skills just give you bonuses to your physical attributes, but some, like acrobatics, give you things like, I think, walking a tightrope and things like that. Climbing gives you some skill percentage stuff. So there's some good things there. Yeah, prowl will work. Are you deformed like Sloth from Goonies? He might be. Yeah, you'll have acrobatics. Let me look at your skill programs. Let me figure out what skill programs we're going to go with. So we got to go with something, maybe medical, not doctor, or just chemistry program. Is there a science chemistry program? Okay, we're going to go science program. There's one. So science, the science program is going to give you computer operation, advanced math, chemistry, and 3 other science related skills from that category. So I'll figure that out. So there's one. Let's see. Because your guy's a college 4-year, I'm going to give him technical skill program. And that'd be like your electives kind of. It'd be like art, business and finance, computer operation, computer programming, general repair, maintenance, law, general, language, literacy, photography, research, writing. So now let's figure out what that is. That'd be four of the choice. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then the last one we're gonna do. Trying to think, what would maybe a medical assistant program? Does that sound right to you? Let's go with that. Medical assistant program. And then that's why you have an internship doing what you were doing. So that would work. When it comes to physical, acrobat, prowl, climbing, and running. Okay, I'll jot those down. mean, yeah, and this is why I said don't worry so much about the other stuff because you can get skills that'll allow you to do stuff. Like you said, you want to make an acrobat. Having the high dex and then having this acrobat skill makes more sense to me than worrying about the superpowers. But I understand why you were. Um, why not? I mean, I know interns who do most of the grunt work for things. I have friends who work at, well, now they work at U of M, but they did internships there and they did a lot of stuff that helped research departments. So, yeah. So I don't see why not. I mean, it would depend. It's a government organization we had discussed. And so why not? Yeah, I mean, we can stretch the truth. Who cares? It's a comic book game. Mythology. I don't think that's actually a skill in here. It might be. I don't think it is though. Yeah, I don't think mythology is. It's not. But you can say that he has an interest in that. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. All right. So the medical assistant program, what's that do? Let me jot that down. Okay, cool. So that'll give you basic math, business and finance, computer operation, biology, and paramedics. So because you already have computer operation, I won't worry about that. Basic math. Usually the skills is what takes so long. I'm not going to read the descriptions of the skills. It's pretty in depth. Business and finance. And you might be wondering when you would roll a skill like this. And I would be wondering the same thing. The other thing that kind of sucks is because there's skills that fall under more than one category. I kind of wish the character sheet had all the skills on there, like a sheet that had all the skills. And then that way you could just I don't like D&D, just fill in the circle if you know it. Or something like that. Because like right here, I got biology under medical assistant. I could also take that, I think, under science though. So when I'm going through and I have to figure out which 3 I want from there, I got to make sure I don't double dip it because there's no point in double dipping it. Oops. At some point I accidentally got pencil in my book. All right. So there's that. All right. Let's go with the science program. We got that. Computer op, advanced math, chemistry. Okay. So science. We are going to take, we got biology already. We're going to take chemistry analytical. Okay. How about anthropology? Does that sound interesting? There could be student loan debt. His internship's paying it off, though. I like that, Paul. You can always cover up the intern's disappearance. I like it. Okay, cool. So we'll go archaeology. Yeah, archaeology. Isn't that what I said? No, anthropology is what I said. It's a little bit too big. Every time I erase, it shakes the screen. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so there's anthropology. I guess we could go archaeology too if you want. Maybe your guy was interested in those things, but it was easier for him to do these other things, and so that's why he went that direction. He was really good at chemistry, and I don't know, however you want to spin it in your story. That's fine by me. All right, technical is 4 of my choice. Let's go law general. Because if you're going into medicine at all, you should probably know some law stuff. Got to give you some kind of language. So pick a language other than English. And I'll put it in. And that's a language you'll know. We're going to do literacy for the same thing. Same language. And then we can either do photography. Let's go research, actually. Research because, oh, you're an intern, so it makes sense. Most interns do not get paid crap. You are correct. Some interns don't get paid at all, I believe. And some do get paid pretty well. It just depends on the company. But I think Silicon Valley pays interns really well. But the cost of living there is ridiculous. It's like trillions of dollars in that area, and it's not a very big area. I'm the law. Latin? Okay, let's go Latin. Works for me. Okay. So that's all your stuff from your skill program. All of those that have a percentage associated will be plus 20%. So whatever the skill says in here, so I don't know what computer operations would be, but yeah, so it'll be that though, and then it'll be whatever it was for that plus 20%. So you'll have probably a pretty good percentage for those skills. Now, secondary skills don't get that bonus to them. And that's why they're secondary. They're just not as big a deal. And there are restrictions on what can be taken, but I'm not going to worry too much other than skipping things like rogue, anything military-based, espionage. Technically, I think some weapon proficiencies can be taken there. I'll give you weapon proficiency staff, since that's what we're giving your guy, is that metal staff we were talking about. He's already got targeting from his ability, his super soldier ability, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we got to give him a hand-to-hand type, so we're going to go hand-to-hand expert, which actually requires, I believe, 2 secondary skills. So he's better fighting than basic. And so that would take up 2. Let's see. Let's see. He's going to have pilot basic automobile, so you can drive a car. And then we got 2 more spots. So let's see. Your character. I can give him cooking. With access to medical now. How about holistic medicine? Does that sound interesting? I don't know what a scrim stick is, but if it's taking the baton and turn it into 2 instead of 1, that's fine by me. I know the Latin will be good against the demon cult. Amanda says, sounds like a Cthulhu. You mean like Call of Cthulhu system? I've only played D20 Call of Cthulhu, so I don't know the others. Like wing baton stuff. Yeah, like 2 batons, I'm cool with that. All right, so we'll go cooking. That's a good one. And then I think we're going to go holistic medicine as well. And that's all your guys' skills. So now I need to write down percentages and bonuses from this. And so this is basically your character on paper. I just jotted stuff down. I always take you always take notes on this, because now these physical skills are going to change your attributes. They're going to change a bunch of other stuff. If you start writing it on a character sheet, which this is the character sheet, it gets really ugly. Not only do your skills adjust bonuses to your attributes, but then it messes with different hand-to-hand type stuff. So it's all, there's a lot of erasing if you were to try and just do one sheet and not do it on a blank scrap piece of paper. All right, so we will start with medical assistant. So I got to find that skill program. And then because it's not organized in alphabetical order by skills, it's organized by what skill program it's under. When I do secondary skills, I'm jumping all over the place. So again, the organization is a critique of mine, but that's all right. Actually, I came across physical first, but where is medical? There it is. Okay. Medical. I'm assuming med assistant would fall under this too. Of course, basic math is not there. So now I got to figure out where basic math falls under. Basic math. Under mechanical? Yes. Nope. Nope. So where is basic math? Yes, this is exactly what creating a character is like. Oh, man. Right here, it's under mechanical. Where else would it be? Grr. Frustrating. If you guys know where it is, let me know. I don't think you do, but that's okay. Pain in my butt. Pain in my butt. Military. Physical. It's not under physical. Not under pilot basic. Shouldn't be under there. Nope. Science. Nope. Technical. Nope. I know what I'm doing. I'm cheating. Forgot. The GM's guide has cheats. It has a list of the skills with percentages right next to them. I should have just used that. Forgot it makes it easier. Here it is. Nope, that's not. Those are a bunch of NPCs. Yes, I gave up on. There is not an elementary section. I don't know what page basic math is on. So this is what I'm talking about. So this has the little cheats. You can see it lists the skill name and then the percentages. So there we go. It just makes it quicker. Where is basic math? Watch, this won't list it either. It is under mechanical. It's 30% plus 5% per level. Which actually makes it 50%. So, okay, I gotta set this down. Your head would explode. This is why I'm creating the characters for you guys, because I can deal with it. But creating characters is actually a lot of fun. I will say that. I would not be doing this if I did not enjoy it. So there is that. Okay. So first aid is 45%. I thought I took first aid. Oh, maybe not. Hmm. Yeah. Oh well. No first aid. All right. What else is here? Holistic medicine is 20% plus 5% per level. Not that that'll matter. Um, okay, I don't have any communication skills. Cooking is 35% plus 5% per level. So every time you cook, you have to roll, and you have a 35% chance of successfully cooking what you were trying to cook. Otherwise, you basically burn it or it tastes like crap. Um, the PHB is a little annoying. It's the core book basically. It's not a PHB, but it's just organization. That's the only issue. It's a good game. It really is. It's worth playing. You guys will see. But yes, it's my big gripe has always been organization, and that's why I think Palladium gets a bad rap, where people get really frustrated and think that the system's broken. It's just hard to find the rules, is what it comes down to, or hard to find skills and things like that. Automobile 60%. Now, the automobile, you only roll the skill if you're trying to do a maneuver or do something above, certain speeds or whatever. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not like every time you go to drive a car, you have to roll this. So, um, I'm cool with that, Alejandro. Alejandro says, let's say his dad is into all the holistic stuff and his mother is into the hard science stuff. Paul says, I would have used a PDF and the search function. Palladium was late. They don't put a lot of their books into PDF. They have the Heroes Unlimited into PDF. They just did a bundle of holding for it. I do not have the PDFs. I'm not a fan of PDFs in the first place. But yes, in this case, it would probably be helpful. Amanda says, I agree with you, Lee. I usually am on top of building my own, so I know how it all works in a new game. But this game, it's all you, man. I'll play what you make. Yeah, it would take you probably 2 hours to make a character for the first time, depending on what you make. Some are easier than others, but the skills can be a pain in the butt. Especially since, like I said, there are restrictions on type of skills, and like Alejandro was going through. He's like, "Oh, I want that skill and that skill." I'm like, actually, by the rules, you can't have those. So, doesn't really believe in the holistic medicine thing. He thinks it's a placebo, or he tells himself he thinks it's a placebo. I mean, I think there's some merit to holistic medicine, but I think a lot of it is just quacky. No pun intended, Amanda. All right. So there's that. Let's see. Now, under physical, I'll do some of these. So prowl is 30% plus 5%. Acrobatics, which gives a couple extra things. So that gives sense of balance. Now, I'm not going to use most of these skills. I'm just letting you know. It's just one of those things. There's just so many skills, and I won't know which skills each player has, even though I'm making the characters. But yeah, just so you know. So if you really want to use a skill, try to come up with a reason and go out of your way to role play it. And we'll probably then use some of these skills. Walk a tightrope / high wire is 60%. So again, that right there is acrobatics. Let's see. And then climb rope, which is a skill, is 70% plus 2%. And then just climbing in general is 40% plus 15%. All right. Repelling. Which you get these from some of these other skills, is 30% plus 5%. Okay. All right. That's what we got for that. Okay. Computer operations. Computer operations. Where are you? 40% plus 5%, which makes it 60%. Okay. Advanced math. 45, which makes it 65. Chemistry is 50% plus 5%. Oh, Paul had to leave. Sadness. He still does it. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, me too. I was talking about my character. I know. I will make a cooking book in Latino while I fight. You mean, oh, in Latin. Sorry, I saw the G. I thought it was an O. My bad. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool. Chemistry analytical is 25, which makes it 45%. So this is the thing about it too, right? There's nothing in the rules about adjusting the percentage chance of success. So if you're doing something chemistry related, no matter what, it is, technically you're supposed to have 45% chance to succeed. If it's something very difficult, like to say your skill minus 10% roll, or your skill minus 20. I don't do it all the time. Most of the time I don't. Don't think I'll do it for a one shot. But yeah. So I'm just letting you guys know kind of how that works. All right, anthropology is 40% plus 5%. Archaeology is the same. Okay, law is 45% plus 5%. Language is 70% plus 5%. Literacy is 50% plus 5%, which is pretty high. Research is 70% plus 5%. Okay. Business and finance is 55% plus 5%. Biology is 50% plus 5%. Paramedic. That was one we got. Okay. It wasn't first aid, it was paramedic. Why is that not under medical? Where the hell is paramedic at? Trying to find paramedic. I can't find it. I'll just make it up. Oh, there it is. 40% plus 5%. So that makes it 60%. plus 5%. All right. There we go. Makes sense, to be fair. It's a skill that's likely for a background anyway. I'm cool if most of this never comes. It's just for my immersion. I want it to make sense. Personal glitch. Hermetic makes lots of sense. Yep, no, we're good. So I went through all that. All right, so now I need to come up with the bonuses from running. So I need to pull up all the physical skills now for your bonuses. So I can set this aside. I won't need this for a little bit. You also get bonuses from your abilities and that I never wrote down. So let's see. Well, let's do the staff first. Oh, sorry, it's not staff, it's blunt weapon. It's so funny because it'll say blunt, but then there's like polearm, there's spear, staff. Yeah, there's weapon proficiency, staff, and blunt. Blunts are maces, hammers, cudgels, pipes, staves, and clubs. But then there's weapon proficiency staff, which is exactly that. It's staffs. There's also a separate weapon proficiency for paired weapons. Paired short swords, paired axe. It has to be the same weapon type, but you can't mix an axe and a knife, for example. When the skill... Okay. Unlike separate selection of the skill, high-level combatants do not have to specify their paired weapons. They can use any two. Oh, that's if you're high level, though. If you get it from your fighting type. Okay. So do you want staff, or would you rather have something like an actual... Like, would you want paired weapons? You probably wouldn't want paired weapons. I think you'd get it from expert later on, but you would. You would eventually get it at 7th level. But do you want staff, or would you rather have... I guess we'd go with blunt and treat your weapons as like 2 pipes, even though they're not pipes. Jumping be a lot quicker than running. Your 2 weapons, you said you were talking about the thing that goes from a staff to smaller weapons. Yeah, I'm just talking about the staff thing we were talking about. That's it. Would you rather the weapon proficiency be for the full staff, so you get the bonus when it's in its full form, or would you rather have it for the... Okay. So then it would only... Because you would not have paired weapons, though, you will... The first weapon will get your bonuses, the second weapon attack won't. Just so you know. All right, so let's go with that then. Let's call it weapon proficiency blunt. I'm just going to call it pipes. It's going to say pipes on your sheet. And yeah. So now I'm trying to remember exactly... Okay, it'll be +1 to strike and parry. +1 strike. +1 to parry. Level 4, 8, and 13. And then, obviously, if we played a campaign, it would go up at 4, 8, and 13. All right. It's more to hit, not to do the damage. It's just to hit, and it's also defense with the weapon. So you're a +1 to strike and a +1 to parry is what it will be. So that's what we'll do there. Okay. Running. I got to go to physical skills now. All right, so running will be a +1 to physical endurance. 44 to speed, which your speed's going to end up being really high when we're done. And 1d6 to SDC. Okay. And I'm not going to roll for it now because we're going to get other bonuses and stuff from the others. No, the bonus is +1. You will get a +1 to strike from your weapon proficiency. I don't know what the damage difference is without pulling up the actual weapon. On your sheet, I'll have that information, but right now I don't know offhand. And I got a couple books open right here, juggling through. I'll get to that later. If you want to hold off on telling me if you want it for the staff or that's fine. But it kind of depends on what you would role play it with. Are you going to role play it as the 2 sticks? Or are you going to role play it as the single long stick? You know, that's what I would do. I wouldn't worry about the mechanical benefit. I'd worry about your vision for your character and just go with that. But that's my take. Okay. Prowl, I already did that. And yeah, prowl, like I said, is basically sneaking. A failed prowl roll means that the character has been seen or heard. If it's successful and the character is not seen or heard, it may make a sneak attack. GM should use common sense with this skill. Character can successfully prowl when there is no cover to hide behind, but in such a case, he is only moving silently and can be easily seen. So, you can't just prowl in daylight standing in front of somebody. Just so you know. Okay. Does climbing give a bonus? It does not. Okay. Does acrobat? You get a kick attack at first level. $2d4. Okay, so +2 to roll with punch. Or fall. +1 to physical strength. +1 to physical prowess. +1 to physical endurance. That's the second +1 there. And another 1d6 to SDC. Okay. We're not using Roll20, Amanda. I'm sorry. I'm going to put them all on the actual sheet right here. I'm going to fill this out, scan it, and I'll send it to you guys so you have a PDF copy. I might even type them up in Excel. And then in Excel, what I'll do is, if I have a chance, for certain boxes, I might put a comment. So if you hover over it, it'll tell you what the skill means and how it applies. But that might be difficult. Excuse me. Might be a little difficult. I don't know yet. But either way, you will have a character sheet, at least a PDF. Yeah. But yeah, all skills, everything will be on there. And I will do all bonuses together so you don't have to go and add any numbers. You'll just know, okay, this is my skill. This is my percentage done. This is my to hit with this weapon. This is my to hit for a punch, because I'll even put things like that on the sheet to make it as simple as possible for everybody. Yeah. So it'll be easy. There's spots on this sheet for your kick. So your damage, how much damage you do, like plus whatever, if there is pluses. There's all sorts of stuff on here. So I will try my best to make it as clear as possible, and I'll get it to you at least a week before the game. I'm committing to that 100%. But yeah. All right. I still have to buy equipment for this guy. Right now he has no equipment, no clothes, no weapon, like nothing. And I've spent already a couple hours on this guy. So Hand expert running. Okay. The only other thing is I have to go to hand types to figure out what expert does at first level. So under combat, I can't remember. Yes. So instead of your hand-to-hand type being in the skills where you select it, it's at the end of the combat section. But again, I'm just tired right now, so I'm a little grouchy. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna give the additional 2 attacks. Well, why not? You'd have 4 attacks per round. So we'll do it. Whatever. Plus 2 attacks. So we have 4 attacks and a 15-second duration. Plus 2 to roll with punch. And plus 2 to pull punch. So if you don't want to deal lethal damage, you have to do a pulled punch rather than a normal punch. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Clothes are overrated. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think clothes are overrated. All right. So I've done all the skills. Done that. I need to add the abilities. So let's go back to the super soldier, which should be right before that. That's bionics. Experiment. All right. So under this, we did the increased agility. So your physical prowess is 22 plus at least 1. So you'd be at 23. Oh, and you're ambidextrous. Which helps with, using two different weapons. You got plus 2 on initiative. Auto dodge, which is huge. It won't cost you an action to try and dodge. You automatically get paired weapons, so it's a good thing we didn't take that. And that's because of being ambidextrous. Add 5% to skills requiring manual dexterity and or agility, such as acrobatics, climb, swim, pick locks, or computer operation. Okay. So computer operation goes up to 65%. And okay, so now your sense of balance is 65%. Walk a tightrope is 65%. Climb rope is 75%. Climbing is 45%. Rappelling is 35%. Okay. Let's see, and that's what we'll go with that. Don't worry, Amanda. You got time. You got some time. Everybody wants to come up with their own stuff, though, so I don't blame her for still thinking about it. All right, so there's that. That is increased agility. Uncanny targeting. Throw any weapon or item designed for throwing a ball, spear, knife, grenade, etc. with astonishing accuracy. You're +1 to strike when throwing or making an aimed or called shot. So throwing, aimed, called shots. Okay. Character can fire a weapon or throw from a moving vehicle or while riding a horse, while hanging upside down, or while leaping or falling without penalty. Can also throw 2 items simultaneously at the same target or at 2 different targets. In this latter case, no bonus to strike applies to either. Only uses up 1 melee attack or action. So you can basically dual throw without costing 2 actions. That's a nice little perk. While upside down. Yeah, if you were Spider-Man, that would matter. The character's ability to see and track, some say sense or feel, moving objects, targets, enables him to attempt to parry or dodge projectiles, bullets, arrows, etc., and energy blast, but with no other bonus than +2 to parry or dodge. Okay, so ranged weapons, you get a +2 to parry or dodge. Normally, you can't parry ranged weapons, just so you know. +2 parry, dodge, ranged weapons. See, so already your sheet has a lot of situational things, where, again, some complexity comes in. But again, it's not too bad. It fits the concept and it all makes sense. Amanda says, just make it wacky. None of that math shit. Maybe I'll play a country bumpkin with a killer power set. Also, if I am hanging from a pole, Alejandro says. Say you are the bumpkin lady and others be, why bumpkin? What does that have to do with your superpowers? You be, I self-identify as a bumpkin. Accept it. Uh-oh. All right, so there's that. So then we've got Mind Embody Attunement. And that is also another +2 to initiative. Putting you to a +4. And then a +4 versus horror factor. Which, don't know if that'll come into effect, to be honest. It might, though. I do have an idea that might make a difference. All right, and then +2 to save versus being possessed. I've been through shit. Or you haven't been through shit, so that's why you're not afraid of it. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so that's all done. Now I need to look up the super jump power. Or what was it? Enhanced leap, I think was what it was. Then I can start putting everything on the actual character sheet and finish this character up. This is not the book. This was the book. Enhanced leap. I have that song. What is that song? Dun, 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 do 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 do. I have that song stuck in my head. I can't get it out of my head, and I don't even like that song. All right, enhanced leap. Put these dice here so I don't lose my page when the book closes. I can do some erasing because my sheet's getting all messy. Need to be able to read my notes. Okay. Characters with this ability can leap their physical strength attribute number times 10 feet for normal strength characters. Yada, yada, yada. So 10 times PS feet. Okay, now the bonuses. Plus 15 to SDC. Plus 6 to speed. Yeah, your guys are going to be really fast. Plus 1 to roll with punch. Okay. And inflicts an additional 1d6 damage with kick attacks. So your kick will be an additional plus 1d6. So you automatically get an extra 1d6. Kind of like a sneak attack die, basically. Don't feel forced. Okay, Alejandro, don't feel forced to make my stuff get in. I don't need to cook in Latin in the game. As long as I'm just gargoyling around, I'm a happy camper. Amanda says TP for the win. TP, what? What was that spoonful of sugar Mary pooping? Alejandro, love the Uber kick attack. I was already imagining a jump with double feet kick. Yeah, you get a jump attack, which is like 2d4, but now you get the 2d6. So the 2d4 kick is like a special thing, which I'm making all normal attacks, 1d6. So the fact that you get that is a little better. So that's cool. And I'm allowing it because it's from the acrobatics skill, which is funny because acrobatics does not teach you how to fight. So I don't know about Flashpoint Fast. Not really. Not Fling Energy Speedster Fast. I don't think so. I'd have to look it up, but he's going to be really fast. His speed is 15, 21, plus 44. So he might be, actually. 21 is like Olympic level speed, plus the 44. He could blow that out of the water. His physical strength is 10. His physical prowess is 23. So he's going to be like just beyond Olympian level acrobatics, when it comes to potential. His percentages don't reflect it necessarily, but his actual like dexterity does. And he'll get bonuses from anything over an 18. Anything over an 18 gets bonuses at something. Speed, I don't think gives bonuses. I think that's the only thing that it's a raw number that just means something. But the physical prowess will give a bonus. And that's the only thing on here he'll actually get a bonus from his attributes. Anything under 18, maybe it's 16. But either way, his next highest stats besides speed and physical prowess are mental endurance and mental affinity at 15. So there won't be anything from that. And I thought about, there was somebody who made house rules that gave negatives for anything 14 or below. But I've thought about doing that, but I'm not going to incorporate that for the game. Not for a one-shot. I want to keep it simple. As simple as possible. All right. So the only thing left is to port this over to a character sheet. And I'll have to make a couple rolls with that. His SDC is also above normal as well. So his SDC is 55 plus 2d6 right now. Normal, like human SDC, or pain threshold as I call it, is about 30 to 36. So he's going to be double that. So he's twice as able to withstand being attacked as a normal human being. So he's actually pretty good. Now, there are abilities that make SDC up to 800, like Ultra Physical Structure, Metal, and things like that. And I mean, those guys are hard to kill, just, to give you an idea. So there's some pretty powerful stuff in this game. All right, so I am going to put Gargoyle on the sheet. So put on the other sheets. If I don't know names, I'm not putting them down. Occupation, intern with Eagle Corp. I'll say former intern, now hero for your occupation. Okay. Let's see. SDC. Let's roll for it now. total of 6. So you have 61 SDC, which is pretty good. IQ is 11. Mental endurance is 15. Mental affinity, 15. Physical strength, 10. Physical prowess, 23. Physical endurance is 9. We said your guy was going to be ugly, so I'm going to drop his physical beauty to a 6. It was 9, which isn't, it's below average. And then speed is 21 plus 44. 21 plus 4d4. Where are all my d4s? Apparently I've lost all my d4s. Yeah, I found 4 of them though. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. Wow. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I rolled 3 3s and a 4. So 13. Oh my gosh. What did I do? 13 plus 15 is 28. 6, 34. 34 speed. That is your speed attribute. You are a speedster for sure. That was not intended. I'll just leave those out. I might need those. I might even do another character after this. What I'll do, if I make another character, is I'll just end the broadcast and come back. Well, it's midnight. I probably won't. I'll probably go to bed after this character. 34 speed. Jeez, oh Pete. I didn't want to do that. I did not want you to have speed like that. Fast. 34 speed is fast. I'll let you do the math if it has a formula. I don't want to figure it out right now. No special bonuses other than the raw natural ability to run. Okay. Speed, specifically, this is the character's maximum running speed. The speed times 20 is the number of yards or meters that the character can run in 1 minute. So, 34 times 20 is quite a bit. $680 is how many yards you can run in 1 minute. So 680 yards in 60 seconds. That's 11 yards a second. So your 40-yard dash is, yeah, it's fast. 40 yards. Let's see. My math isn't working out real well in my head right now. .5 seconds. So you can run a 40-yard dash in 3.5 seconds. Probably more like 3.7, but still. Yeah, 680 yards in a minute. That's almost 7 football fields. That's like a mile. Think about that. You can run over a mile in a minute. Right? Because it's 4 trips around a football field. So, yeah. You can run a mile in under a minute. Just remember, 4 trips around a football field, which is actually 8 straightaways. So I guess it would be over a minute, but it would be less than 2 minutes. And I think the record mile is like 3 point something minutes. So yeah, you can in 2 minutes. Yeah, in jumping, you can do even more. So yeah, that's nuts. I'm putting this on this character sheet. 680 would be like 3 laps. Yeah, that'd be about 3 laps. So if you can run just under 3 full laps. Yeah, because 1 lap would be 2 lengths of the football field and then the width twice. So yeah, you'd be talking about 2 to 3 laps in a minute. You'd be at a record pace for a mile. It's just too bad your physical endurance isn't high because you probably can't keep up running for very long. Because that's your resistance to fatigue and things like that. So you probably could run a mile, maybe not. I'd have to, it doesn't really say. Oh, here we go. I have a speed chart right here. So your speed is 34, 33 speed, because it's not by each number. It goes 27, 33, 44. 33 is 22 miles per hour. So that's how fast you can run, is 22 miles per hour. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. That's a 3-minute mile. Damn. Yeah, you're fast, dude. You're a sprinter. You're not a long distance guy, but you can sprint for sure. All right, that's cool. Age probably early mid-20s. No, you're not flash speed, but you're fast. I mean, think about it. You have a 34 speed. If I'm rolling 3d6 for attributes, 18 is your high, plus an extra d6 if you roll a 16 through 18. 24 is the max with just dice. And you have an extra 10 speed on top of that. So you're going to be faster than any normal person in the game. Like, it's ridiculous. How much would the jump be of speed? Well, if you're jumping, remember, your jump is an action. So your jump is going to be 100 feet, which is less than your running speed. So not as fast, not nearly as fast. But, you know, it's still good. It's about 30 yards, I would say. So your jump's like a 30-yard jump. You know, at this point, it's not worth switching it up. I've already spent a bunch of time on the guy. Plus, you probably won't have to worry about it. So I wouldn't worry about the stamina as much. The physical endurance, I wouldn't worry about it. All right, hit points and SDC. So hit points, base hit points, having rolled up, blah, blah, blah. The physical endurance score indicates your character's base starting amount of hit points. This number means that he or she can lose that many hit points before dying. So, yeah, so it's your 9 plus that is 5, 14. You have 14 hit points at first level, which is pretty good. If you get shot with a small gun, it would take at least 2 shots to kill you unless it was a critical hit. So minimum 2 shots to kill you with a gun. Maybe 3. But there is bleed damage too, so just so you have an idea. All right, so there's that. He's got... His weight, I think, was about 400 pounds, so I'll just put 400. How tall do you want him to be? What age do you want him to be? And where is he from? You want him to be from Century Station? And does he have any siblings? Small guy? Okay, so let's go like 5'9". Does that sound good? 5'8", 5'9"? So 24? Okay. 5'8", I feel like is pretty small. But it's not like too small. Okay. Cool. All right, super abilities. I'm going to write the things down. He has Enhanced Leap. Which is 10 times Physical strength in feet, which your physical strength is 10, so that's literally 100 feet. Perfect. Nice, good, easy number. Kick plus 1d6. Okay. Then super soldier abilities. Oops. Just put that right under it. Increased agility. I'll pull up the strength number later. Uncanny targeting. Yeah, I just don't want to have to look anything up that I don't have to right this moment, is all. This gives a dual throw. What else does it give? Plus one strike. Aim or called shots. And ambidextrous. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'll pull it up. So your normal strength. Bonuses start at 16, by the way. Which physical prowess at 22 will give you a +4 to parry, dodge, and strike. There, I made a little note. Yeah, you can carry 10 times your physical strength in pounds. So 10 times 10, you can carry 100 pounds. Lifting is twice as much. So you can lift 200 pounds. Lift 200, carry 100. And by lift, it means like one time, like one rep. But you could carry like a 100-pound pack on your back. You know? That's your max. Yeah, but his weight's 400 pounds. So maybe that's why he can't lift or carry as much. And maybe that's why he gets fatigued. Because he's 400 pounds from that mass thing that he got saddled with. All right, so there's that. I did write that on here, by the way. Let's see. So uncanny targeting. Okay, that's everything. So then, mind and body. Attunement. plus, actually, I shouldn't do dashes. It makes it look like a minus sign. Let's do dots. There we go. +4 save versus horror factor. +2 save versus possession. It was like a +2 to initiative. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm writing down save versus horror factor, save versus possession. Some stuff you're going to see multiple times on your sheet. You know, I did that so that so you find it. And so you know where it comes from. So you're getting it from mind and body attunement over under super abilities, but then under your bonuses to save, I'm putting it there as well. So that way there's 2 places you can kind of see it. But the main places, and maybe I should take it off of where the super abilities are. Maybe I'll just do that and just remove it. Kick is 1d6 plus 1d6. Okay. Total for parrying is +4 +6. That's a lot. +6. Your dodge is also +6, I think. Yeah, +6. Which means even good night, Amanda. Sorry. So if you're +6 to dodge, even when you're dodging bullets, you're still a +1. So keep that in mind. What I'll do is I'll just tell you guys to roll something. Don't worry about the modifiers, like situational modifiers like that. Like you won't need to know that you're -5 to dodge a gunshot. You know, that's something I need to know. So I'll be like, hey, roll to dodge. You'll roll a d20. You'll add your bonus of +6, and then I'll subtract the 5 and go, okay, you hit or miss. Plus to strike is only a +4, though, which is still good. So +4. Plus to roll with punch and fall is +5. And then we went with weapon proficiency, blunt weapon. And those are pipes. And your total to strike then would be 4 + 5. Your parry would be +7. To throw would be +5. Your range, technically they're not thrown weapons, so I'll just say 20 foot. Well, you do have targeting, so maybe you would throw them. I'll do like a 40-foot range. All right. That's that. All right. Scholastic skills. So I'm going to put up here. Is there a spot on here? There used to be a spot for education on here, and I don't see it on this. That's interesting. Or at least I thought there was. Maybe I just always wrote it. I'm going to write it above the scholastic skills. I'm going to say 4 years college. And then I'll say plus 20%. And then I'll write the programs. Science. And that gives computer operations. That's 65 plus 5%. Yeah, you can see. I mean, you can see why I decided to make your guys' characters for you. Like I said, it is a lot. If you've never played before, it's taxing. The character sheet does need to have more space. I kind of, like I said, I wish they'd simplify the skills a little bit. Like, rather than have all these different skills, just say computer hardware, computer software. Maybe rather, instead of having all the different business types, just say business basic, business advanced. I don't know. That, you could probably condense things down. Maybe it wouldn't be as good. I don't really know. But I think having it, stripped down a little would help a lot. What I'll do too is, like I said, I'll scan this to you, or scan this tonight. I'll put it up on my website for download, and you can go download the character. And then if you can't read my handwriting, no problem. I'm still going to try and get something better later on. Whether I type it in Word or I type it into Excel. But I'd like to get it typed up. Anthropology. 40% plus 5%. And my wife doesn't like difficult systems, and she actually does like Heroes Unlimited. So she thinks it's fun, and so that's something to kind of look forward to as well. So she can be kind of picky. She doesn't like Savage Worlds. She loves 5th edition. Let's see. I don't know what else she's played, to be honest. I don't think we've played a ton of different games together. But yeah, she likes simpler systems, I think. I think she likes the amount of options in this. All right, Latin. So the language is 70% plus 5. I think if it's in an Excel sheet too, it'll be easier to actually read your skills. Whereas right now it might be kind of difficult to go, oh, what's that say? Oh, that's what it says. It's hard to read. Even with, I don't think I have bad handwriting. Research, 70% plus 5%. And then med assistant. Basic math, 50%. What's funny is you're better at advanced math than basic math. Maybe your guy's too cocky when he does math. Hey, Victor, how are you doing, bud? I'm making a super soldier right now. I did all the stuff here. I'm porting it over right now to the actual character sheet. Victor, he does a lot of stuff with Palladium Books as well. He's awesome. Awesome. Actually, I think he does. There's another Victor that I might be getting mixed up with, to be honest. Let's see, business and finance. So business and finance. It's funny. This character is better at advanced math than basic math. All right. So that's 55% biology. So the super soldier is very agile. He has the enhanced leap ability. Let's see what else. He's got the uncanny targeting, so he can throw things really well. He can shoot guns pretty well. He's ambidextrous and has a mind and body attunement. He's a chemistry student, 4-year degree. Got his job at Eagle Corp as an intern, working on a serum in their chemistry lab that they were testing on people, and somehow became a volunteer for it, I believe, or injected himself. I don't remember if we had said exactly. It made him ugly, increased his mass, so now he's 400 pounds, even though his speed is 22 miles per hour in short bursts. He can run a mile in the 3-minute range somewhere. Yeah, he's pretty sweet. Oh, he tried to commit suicide with it. And based on that, though, taking the serum, he actually was that's what made him into a hero for Eagle Corporation. So that's how we got there. 50%. And his code name is Gargoyle. Plus 5%. And then the last of the majors, or scholastics, is paramedic. And that's 60% plus 5%. All right, now secondary skills. Prowl, 30% plus 5%. So he's not the best at being sneaky, but he's better than the average person. He was guilt-ridden because he found out the serum wasn't working, was making people hallucinate and killing people. Oh, that's right. Acrobat. That gives sense of balance. You know what? I'm just going to write balance instead of sense of balance because it's just extra words. I don't have a lot of space. So balance, 65% plus 2%. And I'm just going to say tightrope high wire. I'm just going to say tightrope. I'm not going to do both. We'll know what it means. Plus 3%. Oops, my bad. Almost done with this character. I'm so excited. I still have to do equipment. But yeah. We then get climb rope. Which is 75% plus 2%. And then we go to climbing, which is 45% plus 5%. Then underneath that, we get rappelling, which is 35% plus 5%. We got running, weapon proficiency, blunt, pipes, Now it sounds like a stoner. He hallucinated a traumatic event on his childhood that happened close to a church where a gangster was disemboweling someone. He faced his fear while hallucinating, the first able to. It's thought maybe that's why he was the first one for which it had some of its intended effect, enhancing some of his abilities. He's a hand-to-hand expert. Pilot automobile. Okay. Cooking. 35% plus 5%. And holistic medicine. Hey, he's got a 20% chance that holistic medicine works. So that's pretty good if it's placebo. Superheroes got to eat. Yeah, you got to have cooking. Why not? All right. I think that's everything from the sheet. So this, I'm going to show you the sheet. It's getting cluttered pretty quick. You see all the skills in the middle and to the right there, and then the abilities on the left. And I started writing in some of the bonuses underneath that under combat. So, oh yeah, it would work. Certain stuff would. I mean, not anything. You can't go, oh, the guy was shot by a gun, and here, let's put this grass in the wound. It automatically works. Like, it wouldn't heal the guy, but it might stop him from bleeding out by caking it in mud or something. I don't know. Hand-to-hand expert, 4 attacks per round. Okay, now I have to figure out, based on $1,900, how much equipment he can get. So we've got to buy weapons. Let me figure out where it is. I think it's in the very back of the book. Yep, $340. So this book was $25, to give you an idea. And it's well over 300 pages. Equipment starts on page 340 and goes to 352. So the whole book is 352 pages long. So there's that. All right, there's a ton of stuff, and I'm just going to get the essentials. Let's see. He's an acrobat, so he's got to be light on his feet at 400 pounds. If you have any quick requests, let me know. Tracers, I don't think are in here. There might be something, but it might be more like you stick it on a car bumper type of tracer. This book uses old technology. So, microphones. Tracer bug. This is a tiny device about the size of a checker. So it's, which has a sticky or magnetic side that can be attached to a vehicle or slipped into a person's pocket, backpack, briefcase, etc. It can transmit a signal that can be followed up to 8 miles. It's battery powered, and it'll last up to 72 hours. So that's $340. That's a good chunk of your money. That'd be about a sixth of your money. So how many of those tracers would you like? Uh, 8 miles, 72 hours. So I wouldn't say that it could be throwable. I mean, you could try to throw it because you're targeting. It would be hard, though, to make it stick. Just one? Okay. So that's minus 340. That'd get me down to 560. So 1560 left. Okay. Yeah, it's the only one I see. Any other equipment you would want? Handcuffs? Excuse me. Man, I'll be so tired tomorrow. So tired tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Now we're into the fun stuff. Okay. You want a grappling hook and a line, or no? So I could give you a grappling. Well, yeah, I can give you a grappling hook. You said you wanted that the other day. You can jump 100 feet. I can give you rope. You have to tell me how long a rope you want. Okay, just strong rope. So how long of rope would you want? It's by the 20 feet. So just tell me how much rope you want, and you'll have it. I'm going to double the price just because of your weight. Oh, just to tie people? Gosh, I don't know how much rope you would need to tie people up. So 200 feet maybe? So that'd be $40 per 20 feet. I don't think you could afford that. Yeah, you could. That's not making sense. Divided by 20 is 10 times 40 is $400. I'm an idiot. Strong rope. 200 feet. Okay, we're down to $1,160. Yep, you got to buy your weapons still. So let me look those up. Got to buy your clothes too. Do you want a police-style jumpsuit? Would that be what you would want? I'm going to give you the police-style jumpsuit. It's $130. Got a zipper up the front and chest pockets. Front pockets and rear pockets. You want that? Okay, so you just want the sticks. Okay, cool. We'll go with that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's not working for me. We'll just say you have a superhero outfit and it costs like $100. It's just nylon. I don't know. or spandex. You want a spandex suit? Oh, you do want the police style jumpsuit? Okay. We'll just call it a spandex super suit. It's not in here, so I'm just pulling that one out of my ass, but that's what you got. All right. So I'm looking at weapons. I have a blackjack. It's approximately 10 inches long. I have... How long are you thinking for your things? There's a short staff that's... Yeah, that's 4 to 6 feet. That won't work. Let's just go with the blackjack stats, because there's nothing else that applies to it. I'll look after it. Maybe there's something. Yeah, there's nothing after that. So we'll just go with the blackjacks. They're like $50 each, so it's $100. That's not too bad. Hmm. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Yeah, nothing else would really work. All right. So cool. We'll just do that. It's a 1d6 weapon. You got 2 of them. You could hit with both and do 2d6 damage, or you can do your flying kick, which is 2d4 plus 1d6. So obviously your kick is probably going to be better. But you never know, because trying to hit once with a kick, as opposed to swinging twice, you might have a better chance of hitting swinging twice rather than throwing your kick. So let's put that down. Your special weapon, put it on here. It's Eskrima. I don't even know how to say that. $1d6. Okay, so you're always going to roll a d20 to hit. With this, you're going to be at +5 to hit. And then it's 1d6 damage. Sorry, I shouldn't say hit, to strike. +7 to parry. And +5 to throw. And we'll say 40 feet. Okay. Now I'm gonna put. You said you wanted like discs to throw, so I'm gonna put discs on here. I'll just call them throwing discs. +5 to strike. We're going to say those have a little bit further range. We're going to double the range to 80 feet. It's actually, sorry, it's not to strike. It's +5 to throw. My bad. 80 feet. And those are going to do 1d4 damage. Okay. Yeah, they help you with parrying. It's a +7 to parry. Any hand weapon can be used to parry. Yeah, you have enough for another tracer. You could buy at least 2 more tracers if you want. So you could have up to 3 if you were interested. Yeah, that'd be 680, leaving you with $280 left. Plus to do damage punching, right? Where are sap gloves? Is that in here? We'll give you a good amount, like 10 discs to throw. You probably won't throw more than that. I guess you might, actually. Yeah, what are these sap gloves you talk about? Brass knuckles are 1d6. Sap glove, there it is. It's powdered lead is built into each glove just above the knuckles, adding the wear and adding weight and strength to the force of one's blow. +2 to damage punching. Available from most security guard suppliers. Yeah, there's like fiberglass nightsticks for 1d4, things like that also. Hmm. Do you want that? No, it would look like an MMA glove or something, or like a fingerless glove with some powdered above the, some lead above the knuckles. All right, I can give you that. Sap gloves. They're not very expensive. So minus $30 brings you down to $250. It was just a nightstick. It's basically like the blackjacks, but weaker. I didn't put the discs on here. Is there anything in here like that, like throwing stars or something? I could use my old book too. The old one has more stuff in it. Like the thing that bothers me is that this book is so detailed, but it does not have a range for throwing knives. How do you not have a range for a polycarbonate knife that's balanced for throwing? I don't understand that. Come on. Come on. Mm, there's ninja throwing stars. I could probably do the discs like that. Ninja throwing stars. I don't know. Oh, I did find handcuffs. Handcuffs are $50, so let's do that. Heavy handcuffs, so they're heavy duty. Bringing us down to 200 left. All right. There's darts. You can throw darts. Yeah, it's 1d4. 5 of them are $50. So you could have 20, and we'll just call them discs instead. And does it have a range? It does not have a range. What? Why would you not have a range? Whatever. The poison would cost more, and you'd be out of money. Would you rather have darts rather than discs? Right, that's true. It would go with that really well, with the chemistry aspect. Ugh. We'll just call it. We'll just give you darts. I'll give you 10, and then you can have a solution to apply to them. But you wouldn't. Yeah. So the darts, you'll have quantity of 10. And then I'll just underneath it, I'll put a star. And I'll just say sleeping agent for darts must be applied before. Must be applied as thrown. So here's the thing. You can throw 2 darts on a turn as an action, or you can throw 1 dart with the sleeping agent on it. I don't know how I'm going to apply the sleeping agent. Maybe I'll make you roll a chemistry check to do that. And your chemistry is about 50%. So just so you know. He's not strong. He's only a physical strength 10. 100 feet's a long way to throw a dart, or to throw anything, really. Isn't it? Well, I guess not. Yeah, you could do that. That'd be fine. No. If you fail, you can try again your following turn if you want to. Basically, it just wouldn't work. If you hit the guy, the sleeping... So you're going to have to succeed on your to hit, and you're going to have to succeed on your chemistry check for it to work. And actually, it wouldn't... Actually, that's not true. We would do... Just to make your sleeping agent would be a chemistry check. Now, you wouldn't know if it failed or succeeded unless you failed really bad in character. If you failed, like say you rolled 60%, you would think it's going to work. So you'd have to meta not use it. That'd be on you, though. Or I could roll for it for you. I know what your skill is. And maybe that's how I'll do it. And we'll just do that. But anyways, yeah, that's your budget. That's what you got. You got 3 tracer bugs. You got the sap gloves. Which is 1d6 plus 2 for damage. And you're a plus 4 to strike. Plus 6 to parry. And plus 6. Yeah, that's it. So if you choose to parry with your sap gloves, you can. Yeah, if you would have to make your own sleeping agent, is how we would treat it in game. Yeah, I don't know what the rule is exactly. I'm not real worried about it. I'll honestly, I'm not worried too much about rules in general. I try to stick to the character creation rules, but that's about it for the most part. Even that in my campaigns, I hand wave it. So, and you are broke. Your money is done. This character is done. I'm just putting in the heavy handcuffs. You said you wanted 2 sets? I'll give you 2. I don't have a utility belt for you, though. I'm all out of money. It's 2. And then you have a spandex super suit, which just means it's designed however you want it to look. It's all just spandex. Um, Everything on there is on here. Oh, strong rope. I forgot the rope. Strong rope. 200 feet. All right, now that's everything. All right, 100% done. Your guy is done. I just got to scan him and put it up on the website so you can download it. Let's see. I'm going to put in the notes that he was a chemical experiment. All the background stuff I'm going to put down in the bottom where it's notes. There's not very many lines for notes, but I'm just going to put the notes on here. We had rolled up that it was a deliberate attempt, so it was meant to be attempted, but you can spin that with your backstory however you want. I know you had ideas. I'm fine with going with what you have. But that just means that the serum could have been deliberate. Like, hey, we've been working on this to make a superhuman. So that could be it right there. Side effect was increased mass. And he is a super soldier. Who has a 100-foot leap. I like it. Right, but the deliberate part means it was deliberate attempt to create a superhuman. That'd be a really crappy way to try to commit suicide. I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, and then like we talked about, if you want to do like, I don't know, if you want to record just an audio, you don't. If you want to send me the picture that you draw of the character and do like a up to a 5-minute audio monologue in character, you know, maybe he's describing something or he's just talking about something, however you want to do it. If you want to give me up to a 5-minute monologue or whatever, I'll take the picture and I'll make a video that just has that picture and your monologue introducing the character, basically. I want to do that for all the characters. I think that would be really cool, but I could understand why somebody might not want to do it. And then I'll throw it up on my channel as like a kind of like a hype video or a trailer leading to the one shot. So I just think that'd be awesome. But yeah, I will scan this and send it to you. The only stuff that isn't filled out on here that you can fill out is alignment, which I'll tell you the alignments in the group chat, so I don't have to keep repeating myself on that. The birth order and his disposition. So birth order would be like if he's second born of 5 siblings or 5 children, or firstborn or whatever. Disposition it goes with the alignment. So the alignment isn't D&D alignments. That's why, you know, I didn't. It's a little more complex than that. But then your disposition is still your personality with it. So, you know, I'll give you some stuff that you can look at for those 2 things in the group chat. So, But yeah, I'll send this to you and you can do whatever you want with it. And then if you, depending on if it's hard to read or understand, we can type this character up, which I'll probably try to do for the people that are struggling with it. But obviously, I've spent 2 hours tonight, 2 hours the other day on this. It's taken some time to create this character. So, and then the van character was like a 2 hour thing as well. So yeah, he's done though. I think he's turned out pretty cool. I think it'll be a fun character to play for you, and I hope you enjoy him when it comes down to it. So that's all, and I'll just end this here. Thanks for watching. I think you were the first one with us tonight, and you stayed the whole time. So cool. All right, man. Take it easy, Alejandro. Later, Victor. Thanks, Amanda and Paul, for joining in as well. Talk to you guys later. Peace.